7 Signs of a Stupid Woman. Stoicism. Welcome to Stoic Directory, where we explore ancient wisdom for modern life. Today we're diving into a topic that might raise some eyebrows. The 7 signs of a stupid woman, viewed through the lens of Stoicism. But before we begin, let's clarify something important. This isn't about judging women or anyone else. In Stoic philosophy, stupidity isn't about intelligence, but about choices that lead us away from virtue and wisdom, regardless of gender. The ancient Stoics believed that true intelligence comes from aligning our actions with nature and reason. So when we talk about stupid behaviors, we're referring to habits that the Stoics would identify as harmful to our character and happiness. Habits anyone might fall into. So let's explore these 7 signs as warnings for all of us, regardless of gender, about patterns that Stoic philosophers would caution us against. Sign number 1, prioritizing external validation over self-knowledge. The first sign is placing excessive value on what others think while neglecting self-examination. Epictetus, one of Stoicism's great teachers, reminded us that it is impossible to learn that which one thinks one already knows. The person who constantly seeks validation through social media likes, compliments about appearance, or material possessions is missing the Stoic path of looking inward. In our modern world, this might look like spending hours crafting the perfect Instagram post while never taking time to journal about your values. The Stoics would say true wisdom begins with understanding yourself, your motivations, fears, and principles, rather than chasing fleeting approval from others. Sign number 2, emotional reactivity without reflection. The second sign is allowing emotions to drive actions without the pause of reflection. Now, the Stoics weren't advocating for emotionlessness. That's a common misconception. Instead, they taught that we should acknowledge our feelings, but not be ruled by them. Consider someone who flies into rage at minor inconveniences or falls into despair over small setbacks. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The person who reacts without reflection misses the opportunity to choose their response, one of our most fundamentally human capacities. Sign number 3, confusing pleasure with happiness. The third sign involves mistaking momentary pleasure for lasting happiness. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." The Stoics distinguished between pleasure, which is fleeting and often leaves us wanting more, and eudaimonia, or flourishing, which comes from living virtuously. Someone displaying this sign might chase the temporary high of shopping sprees, substance use, or drama-filled relationships, but find themselves feeling empty when the excitement fades. The Stoics would advise focusing instead on developing courage, justice, temperance, and wisdom, virtues that provide lasting satisfaction. Hey, if you're enjoying this exploration of Stoic wisdom, we'd be truly grateful if you'd hit that subscribe button and join our Stoic Directory community. Your support helps us continue sharing these timeless philosophical insights that can transform how we navigate life's challenges. Now let's continue our journey through the Stoic lens. Sign number 4, avoiding discomfort at all costs. The fourth sign is the systematic avoidance of anything difficult or uncomfortable. Stoics practice voluntary discomfort, like cold showers or fasting, to strengthen their character. As Seneca put it, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. The person who cancels plans when it rains, abandons projects at the first obstacle, or refuses to engage with challenging ideas misses opportunities for growth. The Stoics would encourage us to lean into reasonable discomfort as training for life's inevitable hardships. Sign number 5, measuring worth through possessions. The fifth sign involves defining success and self-worth through material acquisitions. The Stoics taught that virtue alone is good, vice alone is bad, and everything else, wealth, health, reputation, is indifferent. though some indifference are preferred. Someone showing this sign might judge others by their cars or clothing, go into debt for luxury items, or feel diminished when they can't afford what others have. Epictetus, who was born a slave and lived simply, reminded us, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Sign number 6, surrendering agency to circumstance. The sixth sign is habitually blaming external factors for one's situation rather than exercising personal agency. The core of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, focusing our energy on what we can influence rather than what we cannot. A person displaying this sign might blame their boss for their career dissatisfaction without seeking other opportunities, complain about politics without voting, or attribute their unhappiness to others' behavior. The Stoics would encourage taking responsibility for our responses even when we can't control the situation itself. Sign number 7, living without purpose or principles. The final and perhaps most fundamental sign is drifting through life without defined values or purpose. For Stoics, a good life was one guided by clear principles. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, a person's worth is measured by the worth of what they value. Someone showing this sign might make decisions based on convenience or impulse rather than values, feel aimless or bored despite having all their needs met, or change their beliefs to fit in with different social groups. The Stoics would advise developing a personal philosophy of life and letting it guide your choices. In conclusion, these signs of stupidity aren't about intellectual capacity, but about choices that lead us away from wisdom and virtue. The good news is that Stoicism offers practical remedies for each one: self-examination, emotional awareness, finding joy in virtue, embracing challenges, valuing character over possessions, taking responsibility, and living purposefully. By recognizing these patterns in ourselves, regardless of gender, we can begin to make more mindful choices that lead to genuine flourishing. The Stoics believed that philosophy wasn't just theoretical, but practical, a daily practice of living well. If you found value in today's exploration, please subscribe to Stoic Directory and join our community of modern Stoics seeking wisdom in everyday life. Like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. What Stoic practice has most helped you grow? Your engagement truly helps our channel reach more people who might benefit from these ancient yet timeless teachings. Thank you for your time and attention. As Seneca said, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." Until next time, live with virtue.